What's going on, everybody? This is Rick from Studio Space, and today I'm going to show you the brand new version 1.8 of the X-Ray and Hologram Shader pack. It comes with a new master material, and with previous versions, the presets that come with the pack have been made with older versions of the master material, but the new version is way better, improved, and I'm gonna demonstrate everything to you today. It's gonna be a long video this time, so I hope you're comfortable, and don't forget that if you don't like my rambling, you can always speed up the video on YouTube and skip through it. So you have been warned, this is gonna be a longer one. All right, so I'm gonna add a Suzanne and subdivide it a couple of times because it'll look nicer, and just apply it and make sure I shade smooth because I don't like to see polygons. So let's switch to the render engine and let's turn off the scene world and lights for now. Oh no, wait, sorry, let's not do that. Sorry about that. We're not going to do that because I have a fog volume in here, which is just basically a big cube, and to that cube I applied a principled volume. That's it. For the rest, this scene is completely empty with the Suzanne in it. So let's add the X-Ray and Hologram Shader master material, and you can see some things change, which is what I want. And let's go to the material properties, because in version 1.8 you can now control everything that you need to control from the menu here on the right. So you won't have to dive into the shader nodes anymore, which have been rearranged as well and redone. But let's not bother with that because we don't have to. Everything can be controlled from here. We can enable layers, disable them by checking and unchecking them. We have a couple of layers here. So the stripes layer, dots layer, Muswave, which is a combination of the Musgrave and Wave node, Voronoi, radar wipe, and image text. And I'm pretty sure that the Musgrave node has been deprecated. So, but I didn't change the name yet, but it still works. And we also have some masks, so we can enable effects and layers here, and we can subtract from those effects and layers with these masks. But let's dive into the shader. So stripes layer, what does it do? Well, first of all, as you might know, the X-Ray and Hologram Shader allows you to convert your objects into holograms or X-ray looking thingies, and we have the several layers here that can be enabled to give them their unique appearance. So the stripes layer has several controls, which you can unfold here next to the stripes layer, and this allows you to change the look of the material. So we have an emission setting here, and let's maybe crank that up for now. So set it to 2500. We can see a bit of effect on the volume here. I'm gonna make it a bit more dense so we can better see the emission, because it looks cool. Yeah, we can see some light glowing around the Suzanne here because it's emitting light. So we have a couple of settings on the stripes layer. We can move the position, for example, and rotate it. So if you press play now, you can see it moving quite fast, because the whole master material has been procedurally animated. You can disable the animation, of course, but by default it is enabled. If you don't want to have the layer move, just set the location multiplier to 0, because it multiplies the value at which all the layers can move. and you can turn it off or increase it per layer. So multiply by 0, and when you multiply by 0, you get 0. Of course, it works in Eevee and cycles, and they look about the same in both versions, so that's pretty cool. But cycles can be faster sometimes, which is quite weird. We have 25 FPS here. Not sure why that is. I'm gonna have to dive into that, but yeah, Eevee and cycles work. We can rotate the layers as well. When you press play, we'll have to enable the location multiplier, of course. We'll maybe let's put it to 0.01. We can see it move from front to back, I think. Yeah. Let's rotate it again to 90 degrees. Now it's moving upward, and you can see another layer in there, because right now I think we have been we have been editing the A layer. There's also a B layer. You can see a visibility clamp A and B here as well. You have one layer going up, one stripe layer, and one layer that's rotated. So we can rotate it here, of course, as I just demonstrated. The other one has not been rotated, I think, yeah. But if we fill in 90 here as well, they both have horizontal stripes. I just rotated one by default, so you can easily distinguish two of them. So yeah, this can get you a nice glitchy hologrammy look, the stripes layer. And in order to change the visibility of these layers, we can use the visibility clamp here. So what does it do? Well, the visibility clamp works with a Fresnel node or layer weight node, which basically does the same thing. And that means that polygons that are facing the camera might disappear at a certain value, and we can clamp that effect here by using the visibility clamp color ramp. We can invert it as well, which can give you quite dramatic results. Pretty cool. Let's invert the other one. Oh, that's pretty cool. But I prefer this way. And so polygons that are facing the camera are disappearing, and polygons that are pointing away from the camera will be shown, or vice versa, when you invert the nodes here. And we can clamp that with color ramp. And what does it clamp? It clamps this blend value, which is set by 0.7 by default. So if we set it to 1, we'll see basically everything. But I think the clamp is influencing a bit. Not sure. Maybe it's the stripes. Not sure why it's still showing something. But if we set it to 0, it basically disappears. So then the clamp won't work, of course. But I find that 0.7 is quite a nice value. Because it shows a lot, but not everything, and then you can clamp it to show it less and less. So 0.7 is my preferred value, but feel free to set it to anything. But keep it between 0 and 1. So you can clamp the visibility of those layers as well. And we have 2 layers, stripe layer A and stripe layer B, within the stripe layer. And a couple of other settings. So the scale, you can change the scale of, maybe I should use B. I should be changing the X scale, of course, because it's the Z scale, of course, because it's just a couple of lines. Maybe switch to Eevee for now. We can see we made it denser now. Maybe set to 0.1. We get a lot of distance between the lines now in the A layer. Let's enable the location multiplier for B as well, so 0.1 maybe. Maybe 0.02. So we get two speeds, the faster moving big lines and the slower moving smaller lines here. Pretty cool effect, if I say so myself. So you get some nice overlapping holograms. Sorry I'm taking so long here, but we got a lot of stuff to go through, and I want this to be a very expansive video. So yeah, that's basically what the stripes do. More options here. You can change the scale universally, smooth the lines as well, so make it more smooth instead of those harsh lines. Smooth. Pretty cool. Line thickness can be changed as well. Lots of options here. And yeah, I really like this effect. Okay, so that's stripes. We can enable dots as well. We can enable everything if you want at the same time. Let's combine it with dots. So let's go to the dots settings. And all layers have quite a similar setup. They can shift location, rotate axis, move the location direction, location multiplier, emission, all the kind of stuff is basically in every layer. So that's quite easy to learn. But every layer has a couple of unique settings to that layer, because every layer has a unique look, of course. So the dots look a bit different. Let's disable stripes for now so we can focus on the dots. Again, scale set to 100 now. Let's change it. Cool. Randomness can be changed, so we get a more confetti look. Ooh, sorry. And you might think, okay, cool, but can we change the color? Yeah, of course, there's a color section in every layer as well. Just open it and you can change the colors of all the layers as well. So let's do a bit more blue and blue, so it'll match a bit with the stripes layer, which was blue. Or maybe do something completely different and have it animated as well. So the time multiplier under dots one, it basically just, yeah, makes them glisten a bit like stars. And can be a cool effect as well. Not sure if this is really what holograms should or would look like, but hey, who cares? It's cool. Even increasing the scale can be a nice effect. Maybe switch back to cycles, see how that looks. Maybe turn off stripes for now. Maybe increase the brightness. Sorry, emission, 1500. How's it? 5K, maybe. Small dots, I guess. Maybe lower the scale a bit. Get some more emission from those dots. Oh, sorry. Let's put the samples really low, so the denoiser is finished quickly, or else my GPU is gonna have a hard time. So yeah, that's the dots layer. Same stuff. We can rotate the location direction. So if you put the location multiplier on, maybe turn it a lower value, turn off the time. Right. So now we got it moving from the back to the front. By default, it will move from up to down. And if you rotate it here under the move direction location, you can, yeah, move it in basically every direction you want. Pretty cool. And yeah, let's go to the next one, Muswave. So this is a combination of 2 layers. I might split these in the future, but for now they're combined. This is a combination between the Musgrave node, an older node, and the Wave node. And let's turn on the emission here. So it combines the Wave node, which makes waves on the mesh. Let me see, can I change the wave scale maybe? Let's put the mix factor to the left, which means it'll only show the waves for now. So this is the wave node. Distortion to 0 means we'll get some straight waves. Increasing the distortion a bit will add some distortion to it. That makes sense. Detail, can add more detail to that distortion. Detail roughness as well. And then we go to mix factor and put it all to the right, and then we get the Musgrave, I think. Yeah. So that moves by default as well. We can slow that, maybe even slower. 0.05 should be nice. Yeah. This generates a bit of a smoky look. Let's change the color because this is way too pink for me. Maybe darker, not too dark. Something like this. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention. You can see the color here as well. We look at the Suzanne from the left side, then it's purple, dark purple. Maybe increase the brightness a bit. So dark purple from this side, and green from the other side. And that's due to the color direction vector. It's set to +1 on the x-axis. This is the x-axis, the red line. So that means that the colors switch from left to right. Now, if you want it to go from up to down, we'll have to do the z-axis. So put a 1 in z. Everything from the top is green. Everything from the bottom is purple. And from different angles, it can look different. If you don't like multiple colors, just remove one, and it's one solid color. And you can add as much colors as you want in the color ramp, of course. So you can put an entire rainbow in it, and it'll work with the direction here. I'm gonna just Control Z here and put that color back. Yeah, so same thing. Musgrave has a couple of settings. You can change the scale. It's a bit of a more smoky layer. Can be a really cool effect if you combine it with the other ones. Can we enable stripes again and dots as well? So stripes is not really visible right now, so we'll remove some visibility from the Muswave. So let's go to visibility clamp it a bit. We'll see the stripes pop up, and we got the Musgrave on the edges right now, which is pretty cool to have these combinations going on right here. Stacking layers of simple effects can make your things, your shaders or your objects look complex. So you need to remember, stack simple things until it becomes complex. Right, so close that one. Voronoi, same thing. This is a noise layer, Voronoi noise. Let's enable it, that's handy. Right now it's not moving. Time multiplier, set it to 0.05. We'll get some movement in there. We can change the scale as well. This is a Voronoi noise, but we have disabled some settings here, so let's switch things up a bit. Smoothness, maybe increase the randomness. Oh, smoothness is not good for performance, I see. Let's put that back. So what's going on? It's not looking like a ordinary noise. Well, we can switch it up. Ordinary Voronoi noise. Okay, so everything can be controlled from this window right here, but a few things. And those few things are in this blue field right here. So I want another type of noise. So we'll go into the Voronoi selector, highlight it once, press tab, go into it. You don't need to connect anything. You don't need to know the nodes. All you need to do is just switch the type of noise here. So we have smooth as F1, sorry. Maybe try the distance to edge version. I'll have to compile for a bit. This can take a while. I might cut this from the video. So it's finished compiling. I switched to Euclidean right here, which is the Voronoi noise that you might be more familiar with. And just remember that you can always go into the Voronoi noise selector by highlighting it once in the blue field here, Voronoi selector for noise, sorry, and pressing tab, or clicking on this icon right here, but I don't think you can click your way out of here. You have to press tab, I think. So just keep tab in mind. And yeah, so that's the Voronoi layer. Same thing. It has a scale, rotation multiplier, which like the other layers were, and this layer, of course, are connected to a node that makes sure that it can move over time. So now the time multiplier is still moving the noise, which is changing the seed, but I want to make it move over time, over location. Like I said, all noises move from top to bottom by default. You can rotate it here, as I demonstrated earlier. But the rotation multiplier rotates it. So let's put the location multiplier to 0 and now put a rotation multiplier to 0.0. And it rotates it around an axis. And yeah, you can speed that process up, of course. So yeah, just a bit of a different effect. Rotating looks a bit different than moving the location, of course, or multiplying the time, which changes the seed of this noise in this case. And let's change the color a bit, maybe make it a bit darker. Clamp it a bit, maybe. Maybe the visibility. No, it shouldn't be the visibility. I want a bit more contrast in the noise itself. I don't think I programmed that in. Well, that's coming in the updated version then. So I get a bit more contrast between the black lines here and the white of the Voronoi noise. Smoothness. Oh. Okay. Well, that's an idea for the next update. Anyway, Voronoi looks pretty cool as well. Bit of a smoky look. Let's combine it with the other ones. It's a bit ridiculous, but I'm just showing the capabilities, you know. I'm not going for beauty right now. All right, radar wipe. What does that one do? So many layers. So this is what radar wipe does. It gives you this old school sonar radar looking thingy, only the rotating axis is a bit off. I'll have to fix it in the upcoming version as well, but we can search for a UV node Let's add it. I'm gonna put this in the select blue settings field as well. UV node, look for it. It's being used 9 times. Press tab and switch it from generated to object UV. Let it compile. All right, it's done compiling. So I was kind of talking about this, you know, this old school radar look. Oh, let's put the cam at this angle. So let's hide it for now. A radar wipe. Let's change the visibility a bit. See what that looks like. Oh, sorry. Can be cool as well. Maybe speed it up. Oh man, am I blind? Oh, rotation. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so we have a speed all layers function or field. If you change this, it will change it in all layers. So it's set to 0.1, and this means that the rotation multiplier and the location multiplier of all layers will be increased, and you can find this field in every one. The speed of the noises will increase as well. So keep that in mind when you change the speed under rotation all layers. Okay, but with the radar wipe, let's fold in the must wave. With the radar wipe layer, we can increase the rotation multiplier, and it will just rotate faster, which is quite cool. We can even make it like as fast as a helicopter. You can get some crazy hologram looks here as well. I mean, my frame rate is at 10 right now because I'm in EV. Cycle seems a bit slower, but I think there's a difference between the frame rate of the rotation and of my viewport. But anyway, it all depends on what speed you render it out, but you get some crazy helicopter looks, which I think there's this volumetric thing you can buy which generates like light holograms by spinning something really fast or something. It kind of resembles that. I have no idea if you understand what I'm talking about right now, but yeah, it looks like a cool fast spinning hologram. That's what I'm trying to say. Lots of similar functions here as well. Shift location, move direction. We can select a different axis, of course, to rotate on. And we can change the length of this sweep as well. That's under the blue field here as well. Radar wipe length, highlight it once, press tab, and just clamp this color ramp here. I couldn't get it in the material properties right now. Maybe I can fix that in the future, but for now it's in here. It's just the way the nodes are built up and the entire node flow right here. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I hope I can. But yeah, you can change the length in here, and you can even flip the color ramp as well, so that the softer edge is at the front instead of the back, which is stupid, but you could do it if you want to. Okay, that's the color ramp. That's the radar wipe, sorry. Image texture. You can load in an image texture. You can load in your own image. It comes with a circle PNG, just a simple black and white image of a black circle in a white background. That's it, by default, and it gets colored by the color ramp as well. So it looks kind of fiery right now. You can blend the edges, you can change the projection of the image, you can repeat it, you can clip it, extend it. Yeah, you can even use image sequences or movies. The X-Ray and Shader pack comes with 5 MP4 textures which you can load in of a smoke looping texture from the Grayscale animated texture pack that I made, also available on Blender Market, or Superhive soon to be. But yeah, you get 5 free of those textures and you can load them in here, and yeah, loading your own image on this layer as well. And rotation, shift, location, move direction, all those effects are or settings are here as well. And yeah, basically the masks here, they subtract from whatever layers you have enabled here. So the stripes one, well, gotta let it compile. So the stripes layer here that we have enabled, we can, and this works on all the layers that you have enabled, you can subtract with the mask layers here. So maybe enable stripes 1 and it adds some rotated vertically stripes, maybe add B as well. So we'll get even more details into your hologram shader by subtracting colors from them. So they basically do the same. This is stripe mask, same stuff here. Stripe mask B, must wave, and an image texture mask here as well. Same settings, you can load your own image, and yeah, subtract from the layers you have enabled. And that's the brand new version 1.8 shader from the X-Ray Hologram and Shader pack. A lot of you requested this menu right here because it was, well, it was too hard to customize your own shaders here. So I hope this video helped. Sorry it was so long. I know some of you are in a hurry or just want to learn yeah, quick stuff and keep the tutorials short, but there's a lot of information here, and there's also a lot of people that are confused by some of my products, so I'll have to do a long video every now and then. Sorry for the rambling. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can make some beautiful cipher renders with it. Please tag me in your posts. It's been an honor to see people really like my products and yeah, enjoy them. So keep making cool stuff. I like doing it as well. That's why I do it. And yeah, show me what you're making with these shaders, man. All right, that was Rick. Hope you learned something, and take care. Until next time. See ya.